Okay, so let's go ahead and bring our character inside the scenery. And if you purchase these tutorials, you come up with many different backdrops. You can use it. So right here is one we can use, and you can select all different if you're interested. Also, we have a tone map already, and I like tone map because look on this details it's given to us, but I do not necessarily like how this area come up. So what I'm going to do is copy, and I'm going to paste this overlay over PSD, and I want to actually adjust a little bit on the effect. So I'll bring a little bit closer because I like this effect. But in this area, I'm going to create a mask, and I'm actually going to take my tool, okay, and kind of painting out some of these effects, maybe even 20%, so go faster. You can see just reduce some of these effects on that. Okay, next we'll go inside our object, and we can just take this object and drag to our PSD file and drop it. You notice it's come up and says the target have a different depth, which is okay. So we'll just switch back now to the 8-bit from 16. So right here we have our character, and I'm just looking how it will fit, if it's look good. You know, maybe scale down. We'll go transform scale, and we'll take just a little bit down right here because I want to see ears on this head. Okay, we can try to move around, see where is that will look better. And we can try maybe put it right here. Let me go scale, and I remove it, delete right now because I want to kind of readjust. I think right here actually may be good. We'll just cut off. Okay, let me try and move around more. Kind of cut back maybe a little bit right here. And I'm just looking for the 2/3, 1/3 about image. We can always come, look, and it's about 1/3 with the image and 2/3 just going around. I think I kind of like how this positioning currently, so we'll leave it. On a backdrop right there, you can see we can add a little bit more blur around to blend a little bit better. We can do this two ways. One, we can go back in our smart object and add some blurring, or we can also work directly on a mask, and we'll add mask to our smart object. We can use it brush, soft brush, around maybe 5-7, and we can just take and very softly reduce opacity on the edge. And you'll notice because we reduce opacity, it says kind of will work almost like a blur in. So this will blend a little bit better. We don't need to worry about some like hard areas, but right here we're supposed to be fur. So if we can do this, you'll see it's add quite a bit nice blending with this. And of course, we not yet even start working on kind of effect blend in. Okay. So we can modify it. Of course, we can go inside, as I said before, and add maybe even more with just blurring edges. It's kind of look. But right here, I think that will work a little bit better already than original. So what we do, we just take it and reduce slightly transparency. Okay, let's go right on the edges right here. Okay, don't need to worry about some other ones, but you can see we already quite a bit nice edge coming to this point. Okay, so now let's go add something lights behind the subject. So right here we have it, our main character, and we have it under. So I want to add a little bit more effect lighting. We go create a new layer. We'll just be sure it's a white. We'll set 100% opacity. Let's increase, and I want to just make a kind of like almost a ray coming from this point. So I'll click once, drag maybe around here, and click so we can create a straight lines. So I'm going just to do this way. Okay, add some straight lines. Okay, and let's create other one. So right here, just create randomly. We'll go filter, blur. We'll use Gaussian blur for this. Let's bring them a little bit more up, and we'll go switch this to the soft light. You can see it just add kind of a little bit nicer, I think, glowing behind. Also, we still have to write this effect on a back, and we have it. We can do couple ways this. One, we can actually go inside the channels, and because what we done before, we have this alpha channel enabled, so we can actually cut off and replace our background. So for this one, let's go do this. We'll press Control to select it. Let's go on a layer right there. Group these ones together, backdrop, and we'll click on a mask. So notice now we cut off some of this area and we have a nice mask applied. So if I want it, I can take it some from what we created before, some scenery, and just as example, let me go find, like from other tutorials, we created this backdrop. Okay, it's kind of like planet, so I can almost go ahead, scale this up, and maybe even sun bringing right around this area. You can press enter, and I also want to reduce some of the stuff. On right click and says rasterize layer, so I don't want big overhead. I can put on a back, and I can see how I already replacing right on the end right there. Something different from space. We can duplicate it and take this one and just place it so we have something in this window kind of. Okay, let's merge those together. So right here, just as an effect, we can apply it. You can change total backdrop if you don't like it with the masking. So it's kind of nice about this. Okay, next I want to add a little bit more smoke fog kind of behind the person. We go create a new layer. We have our brush, and be sure it's 100 again %. We'll just can select some brushes, and I'm just going right here, add on a back slightly. Okay, let's go select different brush. We can increase in size. So just add kind of action, almost look smoke to this. Now I want to create another layer above our model, and we'll do same thing. So I want to do same, create it, and I'll just take kind of and put it maybe even just slightly out. So it's helped me to add this effect. Okay, Control Z, maybe too much. Right here around the head I want, so I will go create new layer. The reason why I'm creating new layer, because I want to add, but I want to also manipulate maybe with little bit opacity. So we'll see how that will go. So just go right here on the edge around, make bigger. And because separate layers, so I can take it and now kind of readjust, try to sometimes work with soft light We give it also very good blending, so we'll just use soft light on this. Okay, we'll go on this. Let's put fog effect, and as well right here light rays. So kind of like applied all the stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and in the next tutorial, next portions, we'll start to add maybe even sun flare, just add kind of cool effect and overall color correction.